What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, June 23rd, and this is my second video today because today you guys have chosen for me to do a video about primates, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Now, I'm going to share with you what this NFT collection is doing behind the scenes, the community behind it, also the price action with the floor, and what's happening around the ecosystem between all the NFT investors and the holders that are continuing to accumulate these NFTs as we speak. Now, with that said, be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. You don't want to miss a single beat or a single part of this video because it may assist you in deciding if this is something that you're going to acquire and may be a great asset for you to hold. Now, none of this is financial advice. This is just my own financial opinion and entertainment. So please do your own due diligence before investing. So with that said, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. So guys, today's collection is Primates, as I mentioned, with a floor price around 26 Solana. Now, the total trading volume that's happened in Solana's price is around 205,000 Solana. There are around 5,600 holders of a 10K collection. So as you can see here, there are a ton of great deals that you could possibly get in. But this price has fluctuated quite a bit, which we're going to see in a chart. Now, the reason we're making this video is because I actually ended up making a little bit of a poll to determine which video I'm going to make next. And surprisingly, Primates, out of almost 1,000 votes, did win by a small margin by at least just 1% from Chirpin Ape Tribe, which I'm a huge bull fan of. Now, let's go ahead and continue on what's going on with Primates and why their community is so strong and supportive when it comes to social media, when it comes to everything around the collection itself. Now, Magic Eden did give a shout out to Primates. Now, this was back just 3 days ago, right? Around 133,000 sold secondary volume. So that's everything on the secondary sale. 94% was on Magic Eden. The other 6% was on other exchanges, probably OpenSea. Next up is the Solana Collection 7-day volume. Primate Academy, Primates, is leading that charge within the past 7 days. So there's a lot of action happening within the NFT collection. Now, there's been a lot of FUD around the collection, but we're not talking about that in this video. We're talking about why they're leading in this video. Now, if we look at the popular collections on Magic Eden on the 24 hours, who's leading in that charge? It's Primates. What about 7 days? Primates. What about 30 days? Third place, slowly catching up to OKBears because there's so much volume going in and out of this place. Now, if we look at NFT Inspect, which allows you to understand how many people on Twitter are changing their profile pictures to these NFT photos. Well, as you can see here, it's actually in third place, which is actually quite surprising. It's one of the only few Solana projects on the top 5. Now, it's beating Doodles, Azuki, Moonbird, Sex on Crack, which is actually quite phenomenal. So if we go over to their actual statistics, they are ranked in third place. Tweets have actually gone up 6%, and also the reach has gone up 5%, and the unique PFPs have gone up 5% as well. Now, as we can see here, the people who take in their profile pictures and switch it over to Primates has actually increased, while people who take their Primates and go back to the community, such as OKBears, That's Not Correct, DGOD, so forth, so on, it's been quite little as of right now. So that means they're still holding charge. They're not losing the steam. It's still going. If you want to see who's really doing a great job of promoting Primates, well, this is the ranking system. These are the people that have been promoting it, who changed their profile pictures to this icon and continue to keep promoting. Great social media feed. Now, what you need to know is that Magic Eden did receive one of these custom one-on-one rare NFTs that was made by Primates just for Magic Eden. And in return, Magic Eden used his profile picture for almost less than a week, which is actually quite phenomenal. So they got their own customized NFT. That's very bullish because of their support. Now, not only that, we also have 0x Function, who also had his own personal one-on-one NFT. It's because this guy has been pretty much in the very beginning supportive of the project, and which is why he deserves this one-on-one. So these designs were actually created quite fast, in my opinion, and this just goes to show that they have a great designing team that still continues to build, continues to grow, and continues to share these different details. Now, also what you need to know is their sales bots. Now, this is a basically an NFT that has a really cool trait on it, and it's the guzzler trait. The guzzler are these cans with the straws that go into the mouth, and this is actually really popular. Now, what I want to talk about is their sales bots, right? So the sales bots is something that you can follow them on Twitter, and it shows you what buying volume and transactions are happening as we speak. As you can see here, people are still buying in around the 26 Solana and up. So we have some that sold for $2,000. We have some sold for $900. We have some sold for $1,300, so forth, so on. So this is a great way to understand how much people are paying to acquire these things in order to understand where the buying volume is coming from. So if you're interested, this is possibly the place to look for that. And also, this is another great one right here that was sold for 169 Solana, which is around $6,300. It's because these spacesuits are actually quite rare and quite popular as well. Now, if you look at the volume that's going on, these things are selling out quite fast. Either that or they're being delisted. So it's kind of, they're being sold and being delisted, which is why the floor price is actually doing quite well. And if you want to use these hashtags, you can understand where the community is communicating all these different details. I've been on their Discord, and they are absolutely a strong community in itself. Now, another person I want to bring up is Justin.Soul, who's very bullish on this collection, and he's trying to look for another one of these, as you can see from this photo, which of these NFTs he wants to acquire, and he's very much accumulating these as we speak. Now, this is one that he did mention when he bought one, which was this bucket hat glitch, and this is the glitch fur, which is a really cool design. But when he acquired this, Frankie DGods from the DGods collection, huge collection, he was just encouraging him, just buy the guzzler trait. And that's because he actually owns one of these NFTs, from my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But he actually owns one of these NFTs that actually has a guzzler. So Frank DGods is very bullish on primates, and that's something that you just can't ignore. Justin.Soul also shares that there's constant buying pressure and buying volume when it comes to things over 100 Solana, right? People aren't just selling these, but they're also delisting it and relisting it as well to these prices. And this is how the community values these. It's not just coming from one single entity. This is coming from multiple people. And Justin.Soul actually created a thread about this and why he thinks primates and their project are going to hit their goals and just kind of create an amazing roadmap and a crazy adventure for all of his holders to the community. And if you decide to buy one of these. Now he says here, the art, it's so clean and well done. Traits are very distinguishable, and also there's a lot of different personalities, traits that fit a wide variety of people's interests, which is very important when it comes to like building and adopting people to come into the space. What is the goal of the project? Well, the Primates is to create a brand that facilitates seamless adoption of the Web3 space throughout community-fueled ventures and collaboration. Now, he said at first I didn't get it, and then he read more, and now he does. So here's a great way of him describing it. Now, they are building a streetwear brand influenced by Supreme and Palace. A seasonal structure of highly limited weekly collection drops, hiring a fashion designer that has an experience in running a successful streetwear brand exclusive to Primate holders. Now, holders will have access to holders-only pieces such as shirts, hoodies, wallets, bongs, figurines, rings, skateboards, glasses, playing cards, chapstick, electric lighters, insulated water bottles, belts, socks, and ashtrays, and so much more. And last but not least, the most important one that I want to share, I don't want to go through the whole thread, but the most important one is that you own the IP rights. You own the IP rights to these NFTs, and you have full commercial rights to these NFTs. You could use it for whatever you want, to grow your own brand and to grow your own business through that. And soon, in real life events. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be something that is just the beginning. Again, we haven't even been a month in this project, so time will tell. But this is just something that I think is very clear that Justin.Soul did a really great job on. Remember when I mentioned Guzzler? Well, the Guzzler trait actually has their own DAO, and this was started by one of the community members. And if you're interested, you can pretty much join this DAO if you own one of these Guzzlers on your head. I just want to share that with you because it's quite unique, and I think it's a great adoption that people are trying to bring into this world, and a lot of DGOD holders are accumulating these NFTs and joining this Guzzler DAO system. Now, what I also want to share is that people are buying these Guzzlers at all sorts of prices, 20, 24, 39, 19. That's a lucky smart money flow in buy-in. So this is going to show you how many people are buying into it. But I do want to go further into that. And that is, like, this guy, Velo, just grabbed a Primates Guzzler DAO for his collection, which is right around here. But as you can see, he's accumulated so many different traits. He's buying and buying and buying. Now, also, another person is Nate Rivers. Now, Nate Rivers used to be an Ethereum bull, but he was transitioning over to Solana thanks to OK Bears, which is another popular collection. Now, he bought a ton of these primate NFTs. And as you can see here, this was like posted back on June 17th, so it's kind of a while away. He accumulated 22 of these, which is a lot. And if you think about what the price was back then, it was quite affordable. And just within a short amount of time, he owns so much of these as well. And because of that, he has allowed people to understand that, okay, smart money's coming in, now people are going to start buying it. Whatever he buys, sometimes people buy it. That's what happened with OK Bears, but that's what's happening with primates. Now, this is something that was posted by Hello Moon, which is kind of a system that helps you understand what the floor of primates is heading towards. And as you can see here, it was going in an uptrend. They said, we tried to tell you, primates floor price is up 50% today and 30% from our tweet a few hours ago. Nate Rivers is selling rares at 70 SOL. Now, this goes to show you, and this is the Hello Moon website, it's showing you where that buying pressure was. So it was kind of around here where we saw that buying pressure, but then it took a dip, but it's above these moving daily averages from the 9 and 21 days. So it's still pretty far apart. Is there more upside? I actually think, in my own personal opinion, there is more upside to this, but how far, how much? Because the last time we reached the peak was almost less than 40 Solana. Now, if you want to find the best systems for finding ranking and rarities, go to MoonRank. I think it's the best website to find the best rarity traits when it comes to finding these NFTs, and you can look at their background, body, clothing, eyes, head, and mouth. And this is just a great way to understand what's number one to like the last one to 10,000, right? And so there's one trait here that has like an arcade trait on its head, which I think is really cool. They call it the arcade machine. That's really nice. But I personally want to share with you what's one of my favorite traits personally, again, that kind of resonates with me, that I maybe will accumulate or maybe buy into. If you want me to buy into these, please leave a comment down below. But that trait is the exoskeleton. So when we go here, there are so many different traits, but I just like the clothing of it. I like machinery. I like cyberpunk. It just vibes with me, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to, if it's something that I want to buy into. But this is a trait that I think is really interesting just to have as a profile picture if I'm going to buy into this. But that's just my own personal opinion. But it's up to you to decide which trait you want to get involved in. So guys, that about wraps it up for the video. Thank you so much for voting on choosing which video I should be making. Again, this is just a little taste of what Primates is doing behind the scenes in the very first video that we've done about this collection. Am I going to buy one of these? Well, we will find out, and be sure to follow my Twitter page if we're going to do that, because your support for our channel, your support on Twitter will help me to decide if this is going to be the right thing for all of us, right? And for you as well. So guys, with that said, as always, if you're a primate holder, leave a comment down below. Show me how bullish you are around this collection. And also, if you're new and you haven't accumulated one of these, let me know if you're interested in this. And I want to know which are your favorite traits. So with that said, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the global crypto assets exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.